tune it in the sun. This is TFM. Get ready to rock. From AM to PM. Come on. Let's talk.
TFM 95.4.
Let's talk.
Live on TFM and the TFM Facebook page. This is the live feed of TTV. Let's talk.
Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from our newsroom today. News about school closure due to COVID-19 denied. Real estate fee reduction, other measures begin in the Sultanate. Over 21,000 manpower engaged in Dukum Refinery's progress. Governor of Muscat issues ministerial decision. 2 weekly flights between Muscat and Abu Dhabi. People in Oman arrested for illegal gathering. From US election, tight race between Trump and Biden. Death toll up to 114 in Turkey's earthquake, rescue completed. Maradona well and awake after brain surgery. Kohli retains top spot in ICC rankings, while Afridi attains career best in ODIs. These were the top headlines for the day. Let's see how the weather looks like in the Sultanate in our weather update.
I'm Antra Bose with your daily dose of weather, and we are standing outside the TFM studio in Al Quair. Now, we've been talking about climate change, so here's a final fact to sum it all up. As global temperatures increase, societies will find it harder to adapt to these changes. Low-lying coastal areas will be vulnerable to rise in sea levels, and small island nations like Maldives can completely disappear. On the other hand, plants cannot naturally shift where they live fast enough to cope up with climate change. This holds true for small mammals and mollusks as well, who will perish in the same way. Therefore, climate change is something we all need to think about. With that, let's step inside the studio and we'll talk a little bit more about weather. According to Oman Meteorology and Public Authority for Civil Aviation, there will be poor visibility during fog. Apart from this, the rest of the Sultanate will see mainly clear skies with chances of low-level early morning clouds or fog patches in South Al-Sharqiya, Wusta, Dhofar, and also along the coasts of the Oman Sea. Now let's take a look at what the temperatures are going to be like through all the governorates. Muscat will be partially cloudy with temperatures between 30 degrees Celsius to 21 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be sunny with temperatures between 31 to 20 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batana will be partially cloudy with temperatures between 30 to 20 degrees Celsius, while South Al-Batana will be sunny with temperatures between 31 to 21 degrees Celsius. Al-Buremi will be partially cloudy with temperatures between 33 to 21 degrees Celsius. Al-Dahira will be sunny with temperatures between 32 to 20 degrees Celsius, and Al-Dakhla will be partially cloudy with temperatures between 31 to 20 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiya will be sunny with temperatures between 32 to 18 degrees Celsius, while South Al-Sharqiya will be partially cloudy with temperatures between 32 to 20 degrees Celsius. Al-Busta will also be partially cloudy with temperatures between 28 to 18 degrees Celsius, and Dhofar will also be partially cloudy with temperatures between 26 to 16 degrees Celsius.
See the world, own the city. Take the lead, the new GLA with 360-degree camera.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. And now from our local desk. False information about a closure of school due to coronavirus in the country is being circulated. Now, in this regard, the official Twitter account for the efforts of countering COVID-19, Oman Twitter account said, the news circulating about the closure of a school in the Sultanate due to a coronavirus infection is not true. We call on everyone to obtain information from its official sources and to avoid circulating rumors and false and misleading news. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning in the Sultanate has begun reducing fees for real estate transactions as of Tuesday, November 3, 2020. The ministry said that to achieve the goals of the medium-term fiscal balance plan and the initiative to revitalize the real estate market, the Ministry of Housing approved the following measures. Activate the reduction of real estate fees as of Tuesday, November 3, 2020 from 5% fees to 3%. Secondly, activating the procedure of the sale system for usufruct of residential real estate units in commercial residential buildings for expats. Activating the documentation and registration of contracts for sale installments for real estate units existing in the real estate registry departments in all housing and urban planning directorates according to the following controls. Documentation and registration shall be against the fees prescribed for sale. Issuing the buyer's title deed with a note in the title deed explaining the seller's name with deferred installments. Putting a note in the real estate newspaper not to dispose of the sold real estate unit before paying the installments. Lastly, cancellation of the note from the title deed after paying all installments in the presence of the parties. More than 21,000 manpower has been engaged in the overall progress of Duqm Refinery in the Sultanate of Oman. Duqm Refinery said in a statement online, "We are proudly progressing our Duqm Refinery journey with an overall progress of 72%, engaging more than 21,000 manpower at various construction sites." With this, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates from a local desk your way.
See the world, own. Take the lead. The new GLA with 360-degree camera.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update and continuing with our local news for the day. His Excellency Minister of State and Governor of Muscat has issued on Wednesday a ministerial decision to form a committee to manage change in the governorate of Muscat. His Excellency Sayyid Saud bin Hilal bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Minister of State and Governor of Muscat, issued Ministerial Decision number 72/2020 to form a committee to manage change in the governorate of Muscat. The decision stipulates that the committee shall have the competence to follow the progress of the change management process in the governorate of Muscat and its administrative divisions in relation to the areas of strategic planning, restructuring, legal legislation, rescheduling of powers, re-engineering procedures, merging of the main committees, changing the organizational culture, and other related fields relevant to the change management process. The decision also stipulated that the committee shall set the general foundations, prepare the change management plan, and the timetable for the stages, steps, and procedures for implementing the outputs of the change plan, in addition to ensuring the achievement of integration and harmonization in the implementation of the change management process procedures in all sectors according to a common vision and unified controls. Within this framework, yesterday morning, the committee held its first meeting to discuss methods and mechanisms for implementing the work tasks entrusted to it, and the committee approved the establishment of executive work teams to manage change, which is as follows. The information technology team, the planning team, the human resources team, the financial affairs team, the job placement team, the administrative and service affairs team, legal affairs team, and lastly, the media team. His Excellency, the Minister of State and the Governor of Muscat has previously issued Ministerial Decision number 66/2020 to form a working group to prepare a draft organizational structure for the Governorate of Muscat and its administrative divisions, as the committee will also follow up the work of this team due to the importance it acquires in the implementation of the management plan change and the relevance of this team's work to the work of other executive teams emanating from the Change Management Committee. These decisions come within the directions aimed at organizing the work sectors in the Governorate of Muscat by achieving structural integration, improving performance, and developing work environments in line with the future aspirations of Oman 2040 vision. Now, 2 weekly flights has been scheduled between Muscat International Airport and Abu Dhabi International Airport starting from November 16. According to Civil Aviation Authority, the authority has issued its approval to operate Arabia Airline Company, Abu Dhabi, for regular weekly flights between Muscat International Airport and Abu Dhabi International Airport in the United Arab Emirates, at a rate of 2 flights per week, starting from the date of November 16, 2020. A group of expatriates in the Sultanate have been arrested on Wednesday in Dhofar Governorate on charges of gathering and violating the decisions of the Supreme Committee. A statement issued online by the Royal Oman Police said, the Dhofar Governorate Police Command arrests a group of expatriates, including a citizen, for gathering and violating the decisions of the Supreme Committee on charge of dealing with coronavirus, and legal procedures are being completed against them. Meanwhile, a group of citizens were held in Musandam for illegal gathering, ROP said on Thursday. Legal procedures are being completed against them, the statement added. It's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from International Desk.
See the world, own the city. Take the lead. The new GLA with 360-degree camera.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update, and now from our international desk. Going straight to the US elections 2020, it is still not clear whether Donald Trump or Joe Biden will win the race for the White House, with ballot counting in a handful of crucial battleground states still underway. Now, Chairman of the European Parliament's Delegation for Relations with the US, Radislaw Sikorski, told DW News that if the US election leads to a constitutional crisis, it would be another blemish on America's soft power. He continued saying that the votes of Americans are not equal, pointing out to how Trump is set to lose the popular vote while still having a chance to be elected. In terms of the transactional relationship, Sikorski noted that it was better for Europe to have someone the bloc could work with. Of course, we don't take sides, but we know that he is a uniquely hostile president to the European Union. He backed Brexit, and Mr. Farage, he's called us a foe. He's threatened us with sanctions, and we would prefer to have someone in Washington with whom we could jointly have a strategy about how to manage a more assertive China, for example, he added. A total of 114 people were killed and 1,035 others wounded in a strong earthquake that hit Turkey's western province of Izmir, the Disaster and Emergency Management Authority, as known as AFAD, said on Wednesday. In a written statement, AFAD said 137 citizens are still under treatment in hospitals. Mehmet, head of AFAD, announced on his Twitter account that the rescue operations were completed in all the 17 collapsed buildings. Previously, authorities said a total of 107 people were pulled out alive from the ruins. Izmir mayor, meanwhile, launched an aid campaign on Tuesday dubbed One Rent, One Home for those whose permanent buildings collapsed or were heavily damaged. Those who want to provide rent support or open their homes for citizens who are in need can submit their notifications online, he said in a written statement. 5 hours after we announced the campaign, we received over 2 million Turkish liras, which makes up approximately $235,000 of rent support, Sawyer announced on his Twitter account. We have retrieved 200 families from staying in tents thanks to this amount. Currently, there are 8,000 temporary shelters established across the province for the earthquake survivors. According to the AFAD statement, the government has allocated 29 million liras of resources to the region. It's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates from Sports Desk.
See the world, own the city. Take the lead, the new GLA with 360-degree camera.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV, and now from our sports desk. Diego Maradona has undergone successful surgery to remove a blood clot on his brain, the Argentinian football legend's doctor has recently said. The emergency operation at the Olivos Clinic in Buenos Aires was conducted after the 60-year-old was diagnosed with a subdural hematoma, a pool of blood between a membrane and his brain. The surgery was performed by a team of renowned neurosurgeons and lasted approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes, said Maradona's personal physician in an impromptu press conference following the procedure. He continued saying that the subdural hematoma was evacuated successfully. Diego got through the surgery very well and is awake. Everything is under control. We are going to see how he recovers day by day. The early signs are very good for an operation that is not highly complex, but is still neurosurgery. Around 50 football fans keeping a vigil outside the clinic shouted "Diego, Diego" upon hearing news of the outcome of the surgery. Maradona was admitted to the Ipensa Clinic in La Plata, south of Buenos Aires, on Monday with what was initially thought to be dehydration and anemia. He was transferred to the Olivos Clinic on Tuesday afternoon. Universally recognized as one of the best footballers ever, Maradona has suffered a long list of health problems since ending his playing career in 1997. In 2004, the 1986 World Cup winner was hospitalized with severe heart and respiratory problems related to a long battle with drug addiction. He was also undergone 2 gastric bypass operations to control his weight and received treatment for alcohol abuse. Lastly, in 2019, Maradona had surgery to stop bleeding in his stomach and also underwent a knee operation. Now, Indian skipper Virat Kohli retained his top spot in the batting list, while Pakistan captain Babar Azam has bridged the gap a little with Rohit Sharma. Babar Azam has 837 points, 18 less than Rohit, who is the second position. Babar has gained valuable ratings points to move closer to leading Indian pair of Kohli and Rohit. Pakistan pacer Shaheen Afridi, who picked up 5 wickets with just 49 runs in the first ODI against Zimbabwe, has shot up 8 places to break into the top 20 for the first time. The 20-year-old fast bowler has achieved a career-best 16th position in the ICC Men's ODI player rankings after a notable performance in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup Super League Series against Zimbabwe that they won by 2-1. Wahab Riaz, also a left-arm fast bowler like Shaheen, is another one to gain in the latest rankings update. He has moved up 6 places to the 16th position, grabbing 5 wickets in 2 matches, including a haul of 4 wickets with just 41 runs in the second match of the series. For Zimbabwe, Brendan Taylor and Sean Williams have advanced among batters after slamming fine centuries in the series. Taylor has progressed 9 slots to 42nd position after scoring 204 runs, including a knock-off 112 in their first match. Williams has advanced 12 places to 46th position with 197 runs, including an unbeaten 118 runs in the final match. With this news, we have come to the end of the show for today, but stay tuned as we will be back next week at 2 p.m. with more updates your way. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.